Hello everybody and welcome back to Pleasantview. Today we are playing the first day in the Burb household. So it is Monday at 7:30 in the morning. Let's take a look at our Sims. So Jennifer Burb needs to go to work. So I will have her walk to work right now. We've already locked in some items for them. They have been around town. Jennifer is in platinum, likely because she's fulfilled some wants while she's been on other lots. So we're gonna queue up for her to go to work. And then for John only works on Tuesdays, so we will be spending the day with him. So I'm actually gonna skip him for just a moment since we're gonna spend some more time with him. So Lucy needs to go to school because it is Monday. She's a B student, and I did lock in for her to obtain a pet, so maybe we will do that with John today, go to the pet store. They don't have a whole lot of money, so I'm not so sure, but they both want it. She also wants to be friends with her dad and gain a skill point. But at the moment, we are going to have her walk to school. Oh no, the school bus will arrive at 8 a.m. So I'm actually gonna have her use the restroom because she needs to do that before school. And then with John also needs to use the restroom, so I'm gonna have him come upstairs and do that. Now he also wants to obtain a pet and he wants to have a baby. He wants to appreciate Brandy. Oh yeah, he has 2 bolts with Brandy, 2 bolts with his wife Jennifer, and 1 bolt with Dina Caliente. Does he know Nina? He does not. Okay. Now you'll see he has the want to play on a couch, and that is because John is a secondary pleasure sim. So he's going to be rolling some pleasure sim wants. Now, like I said, they don't have a lot of money, but I think getting a pet would be a lot of fun. None of our households have gotten pets yet, and both John and Lucy want one. So I think that would be a lot of fun. So maybe we will send him to the pet store after Lucy. Why are you in your underwear? Why are you in your underwear, John? It's not that time of day. It's 8 a.m. Go change. Excuse me. So John is our natural sciences teacher at school, so he will be doing that tomorrow on Tuesday. All right, let's go downstairs. You don't have any ingredients either, do you? So I think that would be good for him. He's gonna go down to the shopping center. He's gonna get some ingredients. Maybe he's gonna get a pet. I don't know if they should get a dog or a cat. So Lucy went off to school at 8 a.m. But I think that's what we're gonna have him do. Go down to the shopping center, get some ingredients, maybe get a pet. He does also want to have a baby. And Jennifer is a secondary family sim, so I wouldn't be surprised if she also wants to have a baby at some point. But what I am thinking is that maybe the Burbs will adopt. And there's 2 reasons for this. 1, I just love adopting sims. 2, it would add some fresh genetics to our neighborhood since a lot of the Pleasantview sims look very similar. John and Jennifer's kids all pretty much look the same with slightly different coloring. And adopted sims, depending on their age, if they are a toddler, they will use one of my new face templates. And if they're a baby, I believe they use combined face templates from the townies, which are similar to the playable sims. So I actually think I want them to adopt. Also because they are getting older in age. John is 14 days away from being an elder and Jennifer is 18 days. Jennifer really wants to work on her career. She needs a lot of skills, and so I don't think she would want to be pregnant. We are gonna go to the Valley Shopping Center. They don't really have the money for a surrogate. All right, John is arriving and he is immediately going to smell the flowers. Good for you, John. What a nature sim. So what I'm actually gonna do is pause the game and queue up him buying some ingredients first. I don't want to spend all their money because they do still need to buy pet supplies if I get them a pet, but I don't also want to keep sending them to the grocery store. Oh, look, she's getting her traits. Hydrophobic, hopeless romantic, sailor. We've also got clumsy, generous, charismatic. I love watching them get their traits. All right, so I have literally had John here like all day buying ingredients. It's after 2 and Lucy's gonna be home at 3. So what I'm actually gonna do now is, because John has the lifetime want for harvesting 1,000 best quality garden produce, I'm gonna have him buy some seeds, and then I'm actually gonna have him go home to meet Lucy off the school bus and maybe bring her back here and they can buy their pet together. I think that would be a lot of fun. So let's buy, I did spend a ton of their money, like $1,000 on groceries, but I didn't want him to have to come back because once he starts growing his own vegetables, he'll only have to come here for meat, seafood, herbs, things like that. So let's buy, he has no gardening badges. Right, so let's buy gardening badge, none. We could plant an apple tree. We could plant tomatoes. Let's get some tomatoes and let's get just 1 apple tree. And that's what we'll start with. And then as he gets more gardening badges, we will get him something else. Maybe let's buy some fertilizer also. And then we're gonna send him home. And then he will meet Lucy off the school bus. Maybe they'll take care of some needs a little bit. And then I think Jennifer gets off work at 5, maybe 4. And then, but John and Lucy at least will come back to pick out a pet. We are gonna have to buy some pet supplies also. So I really shouldn't be spending too much money, but we will get a little bit of money when Jennifer comes home. So maybe we'll actually wait for her to get home before we send them back here. Okay, I will see you back at the house while we go wait for Lucy. Okay, so John didn't get off that lot until after 3 o'clock. So Lucy's gonna be home by herself. Okay, she wants to bring Alexander home. Yes, that is perfectly fine. You do want to make a friend, right? Oh no, you want to make a friend with your dad. Well, you know what? You can still be friends with Alexander. Your fun is super low. Oh look, now you want to be friends with him. But now I can't take you to the lot to get a pet because you have a friend over. Come watch a movie with him. We're gonna wait for Jennifer to get home anyway so that we have some more money. So let's put the ingredients away. Put away ingredients. I didn't do that with the other. If they have it in their inventory, then they use it when they're cooking. But if you don't put it in the fridge, then the rest of the family can't use it. So we definitely want to put the ingredients away, which I didn't do in the other household. Oops. Okay. And I think you can check available ingredients. We don't need to do that. All right, so why don't you use the restroom? All right, so we don't have a lot of money, but the things that we need to buy for sure are pet supplies for our pet. We also need to buy the garden plots so that he can plant his tomatoes. And, oh, Jennifer earned $1,300. Awesome. Because we need money. Oh, she came home in a limo. You go, girl. She wants to buy a car. Well, you're in platinum and they're not, so we'll do that later. You don't need a car right this second. Because we need to buy pet supplies, we need to buy garden plots, and if we're going to adopt a toddler, then we also are going to need toddler supplies. So let's buy some garden plots first. I think I bought 10 seeds. Let's check John's inventory. 1 apple tree and 10 tomato seeds. So let's go to the garden center. Now we don't have enough money to build a greenhouse, but they have this beautiful like side yard over here. So let's look at the lot from the top. So they have space here in the front where this tree is. They have a lot of space here and over here. I would really like eventually, they might want 2 cars. This would be great for a pool. And so a greenhouse would be better maybe over here on this side, but there's no door to the outside. The doors to the outside are in the front right here and the back right here. So maybe we'll do a greenhouse somewhere like this. How much are the garden plots? All right, this is where I'm gonna put those for now. I might end up having to move them later, but for now, that's where they're gonna go. All right, now, do we wanna get them a cat or a dog? I think we should get them a dog. They seem like a dog family, so let's buy some dog supplies. All right, that's where the outdoor dog house is gonna go. And then this is where the food bowl is gonna go. And then we might pick up some other supplies while we're at the pet store, and then anything else we need, we will get when we get home. But for now, a place to sleep and a place to eat is the minimum. All right, Jennifer, what do you need? You're fun and social. What are you doing? Squeeze. All right, go ahead, go squeeze your husband. You just had a long day at work. You look fantastic. I love her in these suits, jumpers. All right, you guys are definitely gonna adopt a pet today. I don't think we're gonna adopt the toddler today. Jennifer, so John works tomorrow. Jennifer actually has a day off tomorrow, so if we adopted a toddler, Jennifer could spend time with it tomorrow, and then John could take care of it the rest of the week. Although she might want to work on her skills tomorrow. Relax and relax. They're gonna go woohoo. So never mind. We're not gonna go get a pet right this second. She's watching the movie. Go hang out with Alexander. Your mom and your dad are gonna go have some fun time upstairs. She wants to learn to study also. Be friends with and play. Let's play rock, paper, scissors. So her fun is low and her bladder's getting there. And then after your mom and dad are done, after Alexander goes home, we will send you all to the pet store together. I'm so excited for our first pet in Pleasantview. I mean, right now they're the only two children in the neighborhood that aren't townies, so it makes sense that she would bring him home. Now, there is a small chance that Jennifer gets pregnant during their casual woohoo upstairs. But I'm not super worried about it because I do have Try for Baby. There's autonomous Try for Baby is turned off. So they can only woohoo and my percentage is very low. So we will have some surprise pregnancies, but it will be a surprise because it's not something that's going to happen very often. And that's kind of by design. I do like the drama and I do like a surprise pregnancy, kind of adding some storytelling elements, but I don't want it to happen all the time. Otherwise it's not a twist if it happens all the time. You want to buy a womrat cage? Nope, we're going to get you a dog. Where are you going? Don't go to sleep. I know, you are tired. You are tired, but don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Are they done yet? No. Lucy, come back downstairs. You're going to use this toilet when Alexander is done, and then you're going to wash your hands. John and Jennifer, you're going to come downstairs. Lucy, you still want to be friends with Alexander, so go talk to him. Go play with him. Oh, bless you, John. Bless you. You guys are still in love. You want to slow dance? All right, well, actually, you know, it's 7 o'clock and you and Jennifer are hungry. For some reason, Lucy's not really hungry. But why don't you actually serve dinner? All right, so John, serve dinner, and you can make lots of stuff because you have lots of ingredients. Do either of you have cooking skill? Yeah, John, you have 1, and Jennifer, you have 1. John's gonna make dinner. Serve dinner. Let's make something we haven't made yet because you can make so much stuff compared to the other households. But you only have 1 cooking skill, so you can't actually make that much. Let's make rustic potatoes. Potatoes for dinner. Why not? They're Sims, not human. They can eat things for dinner that we can't. How close are you to being friends? 46. Okay, she's getting her fun up. They're almost friends. Alex can stay for dinner if he wants, or he can leave whenever he feels like it. Lucy only knows her family members. Oh, they're friends! Yay! Win a game and tell a joke. I know, you're very tired, but I want you to go get a dog. That's what I want. I don't care if you're tired. Okay, I do care that you're tired. Or maybe I'll have one of the adults stay home with you and everybody else, somebody else can go get the dog. You guys don't all have to go. Alright. Lucy, come eat. Jennifer, come eat. Alexander's hungry. Bats. Weren't you talking about bats with your sister? Family dinner with Lucy's new friend. I love it. You don't like it, Jennifer? It looks good. I guess she doesn't like it. She does not like it at all. Let's look at the serving plate. Yep, just potatoes. Rustic potatoes. In my house, that's more of a side dish, but I mean, I wouldn't mind eating it. Alright, so Lucy, you did not do your homework and you want to learn to study, but you need to go to sleep. John, I wanted you to go get the dog. Right, John, come here. No, you're gonna go get a puppy. Not a puppy, a dog. Because I want you to. That's what I want to do today, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Let's pause real quick so I can get my bearings. Okay, so Jennifer, what you are gonna do, you're gonna put away the leftovers. You're gonna clean these up. You're gonna do that. And you're gonna go to sleep. And then John, Lucy went to sleep, so you're gonna tell Alexander, thank you so much, but go home. And then you are gonna go back to the shopping center. That's what we're gonna do. And you're gonna go by yourself, even though I want you to take Lucy. But you have to work tomorrow, so you have to do it today. Come here, and we're going to adopt a dog. I should change this so it says adopt instead of buy, because that's really what I want it to be. An elder male. This is the dog that's there right now. I kind of like that because it's more like adoption. You know, you don't like pick the dog that you want. You see who's available to be adopted. So I kind of like that. We're gonna get an elder male dog, a big dog. So it's good we got an outdoor dog house. And we're not gonna change anything about him. He's a Gemini. He is hyper aggressive and a pig pen. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I had not even thought about a name. Usually they come pre-named if you go to adopt them. Not always, but let's name him Bruno. Bruno Burb. Okay. Hi, Bruno. I hope that this dog, oh, Thaddeus. I should have named him Thaddeus if that's what his name was. And Hades. Oh, I should have named him Thaddeus. Oh well. So let's buy a collar for Bruno. I hope that this changes the next time we come here so that it looks like a different dog, and then we'll adopt whatever dog or cat is there. All right, so let's get him a collar. I feel like he'd look good in blue. Let's get him blue. And then we're gonna buy a dental chew toy, some pet food, and a chew toy. So when you buy from this, you have to go to the register, but I set up this kiosk so that you won't have to go anywhere. They'll just stand here and buy it directly from the kiosk. He wants to be friends with Bruno. Okay, we're locking that in. He's gonna be friends with Bruno. Although he's not gonna be home tomorrow, so Jennifer's gonna be the one who's gonna be training the dog. Because Bruno's a pig pen, so. All right, Mary Sue, you're standing right in the doorway. Can you guys like move? I might need to adjust this to like move these. Maybe I should move these back towards the window a little bit because everybody just keeps standing in the doorway and that's very annoying. Dental chew toy, pet food. Let's actually buy some more pet food. More pet food. More pet food and a chew toy. Why didn't I get a pop-up for the chew toy? Did I buy 2 of them? No, the chew toy's not working. Oops, I should go check to make sure I didn't mess that up. All right, well, let's go home. All right, so John is gonna be home in 2.5 hours. So he's gonna have a late night and he has to go to work tomorrow. So he's in platinum, Jennifer is in platinum, and now Lucy is in platinum. She wants to play with our relative, that's so sweet. But she also wants to be friends with Bruno, so that's what we're gonna do. Do we have a standing mirror anywhere? I don't think so. We are gonna need to buy one because we need to put the collar on Bruno. And he didn't plant his seeds. I was so obsessed with getting their dog that he didn't plant their seeds, but oh well. Bruno is more important. Bruno is more important than some silly tomato plants. Okay. I'm actually gonna buy the chew toy since I couldn't get it at the pet store. Okay, I bought the chew toys and I also moved the Professor Von balls upstairs to the desk in the master bedroom just to get them out of the way, out of the foyer. Lucy, why did you put your homework on the side? Your homework should be by the chair. We should probably buy a lamp or something on this side so she doesn't do that anymore. Alright, I just bought her this cheap little lamp right now just to kind of block that slot. And then we do need a full-size mirror to put somewhere. I've been spending all their money. I might need to sell a bookshelf to do that. Let's put it in the master bedroom. That makes sense to me. Yeah, so I had to sell one of the bookshelves because they didn't really have enough money. So I just put this cheap one here in the corner and we will see if they can use that to put the collar on Bruno after they get home. Hello. I'm so happy. Let's give him some love. Rub his belly. And then let's go change his appearance and put the collar on him. Look at that. So cute. So cute. He's a very hostile dog. I love him though. That's just who he is. He's gonna protect the family. Oh. Alright, well maybe don't be mean to John. And he didn't come. Oh, that's why he was growling, because he didn't come when John called. Alright, let's take a look at him. He doesn't know any commands. Like I said, he's hyper aggressive and a pig pen. He is interested in he's interested in pets, he's interested in animals, and sleeping. He doesn't like scary things, he doesn't like food. Alright, well, you do you, Bruno. I'm gonna go into John's inventory and I'm going to get out the pet food. I'm gonna put the boxes of pet food. Oh, I can only put one on top of the fridge? I thought I could put multiple. Alright, okay. Well, where are we gonna put these? There's really not... we can put it here in the shelf slot by the TV. I kind of want it in here in the kitchen, but they don't have a lot of counter space. So maybe we will just leave it in John's inventory for now, and we'll just have that one on top of the refrigerator. Change Bruno's appearance. He's not coming when you call, but I want to put his collar on him. Be called over. Okay. We should write. We need to write a bio for Bruno. What should we write? Let's see. He has a decent... oh, he likes Lucy the best. He's gonna be Lucy's dog. I'm gonna put his collar on. Bruno. What is he doing? Be fed treat. I like that. He's going to John being like, feed me. You need to fill the food bowl before you go to bed. And then you can go to sleep. It's already 2 a.m. Jesus. So let's put this out for him somewhere. We'll put this one over here because the other ones are downstairs. So John's going to fill the pet bowl, go to bed, and then we will just have Bruno. We did not adopt a toddler today, but we will do that for the Burbs. I think that would be a lot of fun for them. They're getting a little bit older. Lucy's a little bit older, so it makes sense for them to do that. Oh my gosh, he can't go to bed because Bruno's in the bed. I am in love with this dog. Oh, love him so much. I know you're tired. You're gonna have to shoo Bruno off your bed. Scold for using a sin bed. Tell him to stay off the furniture. And then give him some love to show him that just because you scolded him doesn't mean that you don't like him. Alright, and then you need to go to bed, mister. The Burbs had a very eventful day. We spent all of their money, even all the money that Jennifer made, we spent it. And they got a dog. Lucy made a friend. And we're going to adopt a toddler. And tomorrow John is going to go to work. So it was a very nice first day. And I'm excited to see what else is in store for them.
Be sure to subscribe to catch the next episode.